Exotic Gaming here to cover DevStream 5 on Alpha 20. This will be a fast recap of what was discussed during the live stream, and if you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing. With that out of the way, let's begin. First, we'll take a look at vehicles. The devs showed off a little of the mods that they have out currently, like two-person seating. As you can see, them riding the motorcycle like a bunch of maniacs right here. We also saw the dyeing of vehicles in action. It's looking pretty awesome having different colors over the old boring ones that we saw for a long time. Next, the devs showed and talked about the 5 mods that they currently have out, like the fuel saver, supercharger, expanded seating, the reserve fuel tank, and the headlights. Only the two-person seater mod was really showcased in full, but it was said you can have up to 4 people in the 4x4, which is awesome for multiplayer playthroughs. And it was confirmed that all the mods can be used in all vehicles besides seating. The drone is next, and a lot of it was shown on the live stream, including its mods and some of its features like following the player around and having its own voiceover. It was confirmed it can take damage and shut down as well, and when this happens, it has an indicator on the map that will help you find it. Now let's take a look at some of its mods. First, we see the cargo mod, which obviously increases storage. Next, we see the medical mod, which states that you have to have bandages or first aid kits in its inventory for it to heal you. You also have to go up and talk to it and ask for that healing. Coming up next is the teddy bear mod, which increases stamina regeneration by 10% to anyone near the drone. This concept is really cool when you think about it, stacking with other stamina abilities. The devs tried to show it off, but 10% really isn't much by itself, so they struggled. The armor mod was shown next, and it looks pretty cool. It adds a cage around the drone that helps reduce its damage intake. The drone is also confirmed to dodge your attacks. If you try to hit it, it'll back up, although I doubt it dodges zombies. And here's the drone's headlight mod in action. It points it at you while you walk around and stuff, but it's pretty cool. This next improvement to stability UI in the game is one of my favorite new features being added in the game. We get a red icon if a new block will cause the structure to be unstable, and a pink block if an object we add will fall. This is such a quality of life improvement to the game, although I'm curious and I kind of doubt it will work in complex bases or POIs. Another improvement shown off in live combat was the new mechanics with gore and chopping off limbs with different bladed or blunt objects, which each have their own unique animation now. I think it looks pretty damn sick to see the brain split in half like that. Although chopping off a hand with the sword is pretty dope too. For the environment, the devs showed off grass, which has seen a huge overhaul in design and now looks really gorgeous among the forest biome. The ground under it has a new and more detailed mesh, and the devs spent a good amount of time showing that off. Short grass also looks good now, and it kind of reminds me of Minecraft. The environment gets more enhancement by the weather system, which now acts more accurately and won't get stuck in one rainstorm for days. The wind has also been improved and makes grass and trees sway in different ways, with gusts of wind coming from different directions. If there's one thing Alpha 20 is bringing into the game, it's immersion, and I'm really a fan of it right now. In this next part, the devs show off the new POI specific switches that are going to be somewhat in Alpha 20, but more so in Alpha 21. These cannot be built by the player, but are meant to enhance POI exploration. I can see how this would be used to set traps for players exploring POIs. Like they click a button and then zombies come pouring out of the room. These switches can also be used to turn on lights within a POI building, or turn them off, I would imagine. Those were the major aspects of the dev stream that I found interesting. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to most in Alpha 20. For me, it's honestly the environment. I love the world immersion and just having it feel alive. I appreciate anyone who watched this far and considers subscribing and sticking around the channel.